situated, shall we? Not that. We're doing that. Not yes. That. We're doing that. Not yes. That. Oh, shut up, me. Lovely. Very good. Very good. Now. Sound is okay. Pull that down a bit. Yes, there we go. Oh, that works. That works well. Pull it down a bit. I'd like to make the waveform more sensitive if possible. That would be really nice. I think we do this. There we are. Yes. Why is it doing that? I don't know why it's doing that. Follow. Come on. Come on. Come on. Do what we need to do what we need you to do, software. Yeah, that could work. Whoa. No, we don't want sideways. Alright. Why is my eye like that? Why is it doing that? Sniped? How dare? One might say, the audacity. Alright, I think we're going to be using this. And get it working from this side. See, now I just look coin. Coin? Coy. Not quite. How are you doing, Mora? Hope you're well. Thank you for the bits. What I'd like to do, what I tried to do was turn off ads entirely. But it turns out that once you hit affiliate, you have no choice. Because I was basically going to try and turn all ads off completely. And be like, look, there's a sub button now if you actually want to, like, give revenue of any kind. I don't expect it. I do not feel that anyone is obligated to give me anything at all, ever. But I know how much we hate ads, and I know how much of an ad-filled world we live in. So what I really wanted to do was to turn them off immediately. And entirely. Turns out, you can't do that. Should have read what I signed, but you can't have everything. So instead I set it to 60 minutes after a stream start, 3-minute ad break, which I think works quite well, because it means I can take a break. Other people will like, go up, get a drink of water, you don't got to watch nothing. Pre-rolls are the thing that I really knew that I didn't want to have. Absolutely not. That makes people, even if they like your stuff, if the first thing they see is an ad, you know what they're going to do? They're going to turn around and walk the other way. So I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. Alright. I think this is working properly. Although, yeah, we're going to see if this works. If I flip this on, when I'm in Valheim. Oh, hey, look, it's not doing that thing that it usually does. We're going to stand up on our little tower here, overlooking a lovely sight. Oh yeah, do you want to see something I was really naughty about? That I forgot to ticket about? And I did it about maybe month 1. Look at that rock. It is in pieces. It used to be a giant rock. And I only remembered when I was in maybe the last couple of days that I'd done that. That I'd chopped this entire thing up. And I never ticketed to have it fully removed. It was a very good source of stone early on, though. Right, we have messages. Alright. Elisa von Weiss. Yes, I have that. Do I not? Yeah, I've got it. What we do is, we call our interviewee because it's about time. This is what we do. Hello. This is how we do it. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing alright. I just woke up.
What time is it for you right now?
7 a.m.
Oh, yes, European time. What fun.
Yeah.
You are live in front of an entire Mora. 100% of Mora.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Very pleased to have gotten a surprise 3-day weekend this weekend that I was not aware of
Ooh,
until yesterday.
nice.
Because it turns out the city that I live in, Wellington, our anniversary is this coming Monday, and it's Friday afternoon now, so I get Monday off.
Ooh, that's epic.
Thank you, colonist boat that came and definitely did not cause problems for the natives who lived here some number of hundreds of years ago. There's another who says, oh yeah, hi Mora, hi Raven. Alright. Let's kick into this because I am trying to be good for my own sake and impose a 2-hour time limit on this. We can always come back.
I do have that time limit myself as well.
Yep. So let's stick to it. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome, Raven. Do you have any preferred name, or shall we just go with Raven?
You could go with Raven.
Perfect. So, you played Elisa von Weiss in Season 13 of VRP. Let's first talk about your experience with role-playing. Was this
with her specifically or in general?
We'll start with role-playing in general. Did you start with VALHEIM RP?
Kind of.
Kind of.
I was on like some very, very light RP servers before that, and then Bacon dragged me to VRP.
Bacon does like to drag people places. What sort of servers were you on?
Yeah. It was like Game of Thrones server, Lord of the Rings server, but that wasn't particularly roleplay focused. It was just like the world was designed to resemble that partially, and a little bit of RP was like encouraged, but nowhere even close to how intense the RP is in VRP.
So were the Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings servers VALHEIM?
Yeah.
Interesting, okay. So was that your very first role-playing experience at all, or had you done it before these other servers?
A little bit before the first season that I've played in VRP happened, a few friends of mine did like one attempt of trying to do like a little pen and paper thing that miserably failed because of scheduling.
Yes. Yes, the final boss, and also the first boss, and every boss.
Yeah.
That and time zones.
But yeah. Well, with those, they were all the same time zone.
Oh, okay.
I did not have a lot of RP experience before going into VRP.
When you say pen and paper, do you mean Dungeons and Dragons, or did you have your own custom, we're just going to write a bunch of stuff down and go and make it up?
He did something different that wasn't D&D.
Interesting.
It was still fun.
That's cool. How long did it last before it kind of fizzled out?
I think we played like 2 or 3 times.
2 or 3 times? Yeah, I've had that experience. We all do. So then you transitioned into Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones. Obviously you're into those properties to some degree. Is there one that you like more than the other?
Not necessarily. They had like different aspects that were fun about them.
Do you have a preferred style? Is it the politics? Because that's a big thing in Game of Thrones.
I mean, The servers or the shows?
Either one, in terms of like the theme of the fantasy that you enjoy.
For the servers, as I said, it wasn't like heavily focused for RP or anything like that. So it
Mm.
was like elements, for example, like the Game of Thrones one at one point had pre-built castles for like the big places,
Uh,
and the Lord of the Rings one had like quests and stuff.
Did the Game of Thrones one try to mirror Westeros? Did they try to do like a one-to-one world thing?
Yes.
That is extremely ambitious. I think I can't remember who it was, but I think we had someone on a week ago or before that that had been on a Game of Thrones Minecraft server. I think it might have been Traffy, who was on a Minecraft Game of Thrones server where they did
Epic.
do an entire holy moly. Okay, so for Valheim RP, you had Lord of the Rings, you had Game of Thrones, then you hit VRP. Which season did you start with?
10.
10? Okay, that's been the first
Yeah.
for a few people. What was that experience like for you?
It was at first incredibly terrifying. The idea of role playing in English with so many people live, especially with such intense RP and so many scary roles. And then it was amazing. And then my character absolutely went out of control. So it was fun.
Your character
It
going
was
out of
a lot of
control?
fun.
No, that isn't
I
so.
wanted you will laugh, but my idea was to play a chill character to try out roleplay properly for the first time. And then it just I had too much time and I got bored, so I made her lore fucked up.
Oh, that is fun to do. We all
Yeah.
the meme, of course, is that trauma. Everybody has some trauma in their backstory of their character, whether they know it yet or not.
Yeah. At the same time, it makes characters more interesting, at least for me to play.
Yeah, absolutely.
In 12, the first character I had was my attempt on making a character without trauma, and I got kind of bored partially.
It says a lot about trying to play a character because seasons go on for 3 or 4 months. Playing a character with no tension or conflict, it can get very boring.
Yeah.
Do you find that you tend towards a particular kind of conflict? Is it interpersonal? Is it a personal conflict within themselves?
Um, I like personal conflict within themselves, but at the same time, I sometimes feel like I'm trying to like impose my story or RP on others, and I don't like that a lot
I
sometimes.
see.
Like to a certain capacity. Sometimes I also ignore that I don't like it and do it anyway. But I like conflict with other people.
Well, we saw plenty of that this season with Elisa. Uh, is that said right, by the way, or should I be saying the S like a Z?
No, Eliza.
Okay. So let's talk about uh, Elisa. Who was she back in Gildemere as part of the von Weiss family?
She was the youngest daughter of the von Weiss family and had her brother Lauren. That although wasn't, a lot of much part of her life, because got kind of a little bit fell out of grace from their dad with, I don't know, I think it was like something like 12 or 14. And so she got, educated to at one point become the leader, although she did not really know that because it wasn't tradition for them. And around a year before the fall, their dad died and said that Eliza would become the Baroness and take over the leadership, which made a few people angry.
Uh huh.
And
Is it
made a few people, yeah.
why didn't they like that? Was it because she was young?
She was young and a woman.
Right.
And,
Okay.
traditionally, they would not do that.
Mm-hmm. Sai talked
And
a
then
lot
there were a
about.
few.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry.
No, go for
No,
it. It's your
you
story.
go ahead. Oh God. Uh, a few people got like so mad about it that they were trying to like get rid of her at one point because that kind of escalated a lot because Eliza is also uh, technically not particularly fond to violence, especially at that point as well. So she didn't like put too much of a fight up against that sort of like grumbling and stuff. So that kind of brewed on its own a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, they tried to get rid of her, which was stopped by her mother, who died in front of Eliza to save her life.
I remember seeing something in Sai's Indus letters where it's uh, something about that. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was about her mother dying just like your mother did, something like that.
Yeah, she died by a knife as well.
Aha, yes.
And
Spoilers, by the way, everyone
after
who
that,
doesn't know.
Eliza was had like kind of a little bit of a trauma with knives as well, and didn't touch them without a glove anymore, which is interesting because she's a cook, and apparently almost everyone around her was using them a little bit.
There were a lot of knife users this season, I noticed.
Yeah, it was incredibly funny to like. I would do like Eliza freezes for a few seconds or something like that, or when someone that she doesn't know draws a knife, she panics.
Because she thinks that they're going to come after her, just like a reaction.
Yeah, kind of.
What was
Or
her.
it's just thrown back to that moment.
Yeah. What was her relationship like with her siblings? We've got Lorenz,
Lauren.
Lorenz. I don't know. Maybe I'm putting a spin on it that I really shouldn't be.
He's her only brother.
Only
They
brother.
had mostly a good relationship. They didn't see each other too much, but even while he was like kind of banished to the military, Eliza would visit him a lot and like bring food or something like that. Back in Guildmere, she would also go to the slums often and like give food and have a soup kitchen because she was also in a religion that was all about balance. And
Was
in
that the
her
loom?
no, uh, that was the church that Psy repurposed for
Oh,
his
Anto
weird
Barzul.
orb stuff.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
weird orb stuff, yes. Sai, you rat bastard, you took over the temple.
Yeah, how dare you?
So she was inducted in there. Was she inducted into Anto Barzul as a child or in her
Yeah,
teenhood?
basically.
Okay, I see. So it was a big
Very
thing
early
from
on.
very very early on. Aha.
It was a huge part in her personality as well, I guess, because she did she was pretty humble. Like what we wanted to do is play like very low nobles that aren't assholes. Like people that still touch grass, like they were a farmer family basically that had like a low status of nobility. And then yeah, no one else was playing nobles other than the Eisenwalds. So
So let's talk
I guess the
about.
public view was particularly that.
Yeah, I don't know. It felt like a lot more people, as a player through season 13, it felt like a lot more people were playing nobles than they really were, and I don't know why I got that feeling. Maybe it was because all of you were very, not boisterous, well known. It spread pretty quickly that there were these two noble houses that had survived the fall of Gildemir.
Yeah, we were two very loud noble houses.
So I had. Oh, yes. So tell me about the organizing out of character with people like Sai and the other folks who played nobles, Flo and that. What was your kind of input to that? How quickly did it start? In terms of
Well,
how early on during the planning phase did you go, I want to do the noble thing?
um, I don't really remember. I think it was not that early. Like the for this season, I wanted to try out religion bit the first time and try to be out like the leader of a group the first time. So the religion thingy was a concept that we started planning like over a month before the season. We didn't even have the lore at that point. And Flo was in for that pretty early as well already.
Okay.
And kind of not, I think like 1 or 2 weeks before the season actually started, I did the actual character lore. And then we were also reading a little through the like looking for other people stuff, and then we read the stuff about the Iron Will, and we were like, well, that is interesting. More nobles. Maybe we would have known each other, especially since they're German as well.
Very true. Very true.
And then I messaged Psy was like, "Hi, you German noble family, you German noble family, wanna know each other?"
Want to be Germans together?
Yeah, no, but like, so we set it up that we had a pre-existing alliance with them, which didn't play out very well in character. But different Eisenwalds would have like the military power and like kind of protect the von Weiss a bit, and in exchange we would like supply them with materials like food, farm goods, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because
On
von Weiss did not have a military at all.
right, even though Lawrence was military, it was just him.
Yeah, but like back in Guildmere, for like the majority of the time, Lawrence wasn't with the von Weiss family. He got like
Right.
banished to the military because he was too ambitious in the eyes of his father. And since they were like all kind of in the Antrabazul stuff, so he's like, you got to do something else. You're like a little
Interesting. So his
intelligent,
father responded to him sort of like you are trying to act above your station. Pump the brakes.
kind of.
Okay. So on Elisa being a cook, was that an early thing in her childhood, or did she grow into that and then she was just made to be a cook because she did the soup kitchen thing? Did she want to be a cook?
Yes, she
Okay,
wanted to be a cook.
right. It wasn't something forced on her, and she just kind of went with it.
No, it was like a hobby, and she liked it. I would have assumed that probably her parents weren't too happy about it at one point. At the same time, it kind of also just synergizes very well with farmers,
True.
so it also makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But she did not like being a cook after her mom died because it made it kind of difficult for her.
Why did she continue to cook if she didn't like it?
She stopped for a little bit, but then she continued because she felt like she was basically not contributing to balance or like falling out of balance if she doesn't do it, because like cooking and giving food to other people was kind of part of her way of sharing the wealth that she was born into with others.
I see. So she was a true believer in Anto Barzil. She wasn't just a member. She was a proper zealot.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
so let's move to Iter. However you want to say it. Lahail, the events of leading up to the fall of Gildemir. What sorts of opinions did she have, if any, on the whole Iter thing? Did she know about it? Did she hear about it? Did she care?
Uh, Back in Gildemir, they probably like didn't hear crazy much about it because they were like physically kind of far away from the district,
Right.
and they none of them were scientists or anything like that. So they would have known like as much as the public would have known mostly.
Right, just
But
that
like,
when the crimes were revealed, was Elise...
yeah, and like Eliza also would have known about like some of the people gone missing from the slums because less
She
people
would have heard
or
about
like
it.
different faces that show up to get soup, for example.
All the regulars are gone.
So like, yeah, so she would have like heard like mostly about that mainly.
Okay.
And then when it came out, of course, like be against Eider, as she was in the season as well.
Right, so do you think that that was the sole reason, or were there lots of reasons why?
Her being against Eider.
Yes.
It also was seen as a disruption of balance, which was also a very, very big point.
I see. So that makes a lot more sense now, because of course
Yeah.
I hear things in the wings during the season, and most of what it sounds like is Eliza's gone insane. But
No.
it makes a lot more sense with her being a true believer in anti-Barzul. And did all of those involved in anti-Barzul, did they believe the same thing? That Aiter was out of balance?
Yes. Like a few of the core beliefs from that religion were like that oaths are very important, that they're like the, I guess, balance between lies and half-truths and all of that. That like everything has like a price. You should do stuff with actions and not words. And that like magic within hands of, mankind is disrupting the balance.
Interesting. Okay, so it's like almost like it's a foreign infection.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, starting to make more sense now. So then we come to
That and,
Go on.
they all saw the devastating effects of what it has in hands of mankind. So, that was, of course, also contributing to it.
Yes. So then Gildemir explodes, basically.
Yep.
What was Elisa's path out of the city? Did she go by a boat with a lot of people, a very few people on her own?
A boat with a bunch of people. Their family owned a boat at the harbor,
Okay.
and they tried to get like more people on there too. And I mentioned that they would have like allowed people that were passing by on the boat, of course, as well. But generally, they just tried to get everyone they know and get the fuck out on the boat and sail away.
Had you set up any kind of connection with other people to have seen on your way out of the city, saved them, they save you, you meet on the shore, anything like that?
Mostly people of Weissenbach. Like, we had partially a preformed group. We would have like a bunch of the Antrabasu people together, and like a bunch of people that know each other. Like, we originally had some sort of scientists that couldn't play due to real life. Flo, Luncheon, like Varian, Falco, the Butler.
A very large group. I really gotta dig into the connections more pre-season because I had one connection and that was Kalik. That was it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm allowed to do this? Awesome. I'm gonna click the snooze button. One of the things that I discovered, I was telling Maura earlier, that one of the things that happened was I made affiliate on Twitch because of these interviews, but as it turns out, you can't turn ads off at all. you have to have them. Because what I wanted to do was just turn them off entirely or whatever, so I couldn't do that, so I tried to turn off pre-roll ads. Can't do that either because you have to change the frequency of them. So what's going to eventually happen is we're going to take like a few minute break because I just told it after an hour of being online or whatever, just run 3 minutes, and then everyone can go away, get a glass of water or whatever, and then we can continue. Fortunately, I have a lovely little thing that tells me when an ad break's about to happen. So when that happens, we can just take a pause until the ads are over. That means that everyone can mute their stream. Because I can't turn them off. I tried. I promised. Alright, so you get to the island. Where
Yeah.
did you log in on like day 1, minute 1? Because there was this whole roulette thing going on for people to get into the server.
I was there before the roulette thing.
How did you
Like,
get
I
in?
was. Well, we went in before the roulette thing, didn't we?
I
And
can't
then it like
remember.
went very bad, and then they started doing the roulette.
Oh, that's right. So you were one of the. So you were even before they did the roulette.
I was very hyped. I was very hyped on playing my nice character.
Your nice character,
Like,
yes. As for all the good
yeah.
that did you. So whereabouts did you end up washing ashore?
Well, I logged in so many times it crashed. I kind of was like all over the place at one point at least. Um, I don't remember which one was the final one that we did, but I think it was like in between Weißenbach and Spawn
Oh, I
on the
see.
coast.
Along the eastern coast of things. Yeah.
Yeah, I on one of the previous crashes, I already was at the Einhard, like Einharth?
Oh, yes.
No.
So at one stage you're all on
Yeah, but like the
the west side of the south coast, and then you ended
yeah, I
up on the
was
opposite.
there already at one point, so I already had seen it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the final one is when we went down towards that direction because we tried to be like geographically like somewhat close to each other. And when we came on that river spot, we were like, oh yeah, this is kind of nice. We were like next to a river, not far from the ocean. There's a plateau where we can build a castle. And then
Mm-hmm.
we found like a 5-star board, and you know, it kind of was a sign to build there.
Yeah, absolutely. And then
Should we have explored further up and be more central? Probably.
is that something that you would do if you could do it again? Would you have done that, or would you still stuck with where Weissenbach ended up this
Nah, I
season?
probably like if I would have known the map, I probably would have tried to be more central just to be more around people because that was really far away.
Honestly, I love the idea of alternate universe season 13, where Weissenbach was where Wormwood is.
Mm,
That would be cool.
probably not where Wormwood is. Probably where like Wolfram's place was.
Oh yeah, that's true. Up on the
Either
mountain there.
either Wolfram's place or like the on the other side of the lake where the Iron Hearth was.
Oh,
Or
where
the
Iron Reach
Worm.
ended up.
Yeah, where Iron Reach.
That would have been interesting.
Like those two were like kind of good too.
Hmm. Yeah. Meanwhile, Twin Crossing we also thought we were centrally located. Turns out, horribly wrong. And in the end, Haven
Yeah.
became the most centrally located area.
Yeah.
What is your exploration uh, preference like when you're coming to a blank Valheim map? Do you travel the coast? Do you run in a random direction?
It depends a little bit. Like when we were already logged in, I didn't get to do much exploring in the beginning because I had a lot of organizing to do. Um, and then I was doing a lot of building. But usually follow the coastlines. But if I'm out for bees, run more inside, like inland. It depends a bit. Because
Okay.
usually people, I feel like, tend to run more along the coastlines. So if I want to try and find bees very early on, I try to not do what everyone does.
How lucky did you get with finding a bee at the beginning for this season? Because
I
I
didn't
know that.
find any.
Yeah, I know they were intentionally kept rare. Did they only drop bees from encounters with staff and
No,
things
there
like that?
were a few places in the world, like Buck had a bee.
Uh-huh.
But Buck wasn't part of our town for a very long while. And then I don't remember who it was, but one of our people found one bee, so we had like that one bee that for like I don't know, almost 10 people. That was interesting.
That would have been fun for you as the only cook, uh, trying to keep them fed on that small amount of honey.
It was amazing though to be the only cook because I had complete control over the kitchen resources and
Yeah,
I like to play around with that. I am a bit too much of a hoarder and try to do too much backup resources,
I do like
but
having a surplus as well.
yeah, and it was incredibly funny because the food bit actually played out like it was in our lore with the von Eisenwalds because I don't know how they did it at the beginning, but they had like 3 cooks and they couldn't get them, you know, supplied with food for at all. And like when Indus would come over, he would always be like, "Oh, such amazing food!" And it's like, "Yeah, have some food. Here, take your
We have
lunchbox."
so many.
Yeah, like that was one thing that we did incredibly well with, and where I'm incredibly proud of everyone and super happy on how well that worked out is like resources.
Right, yes. I've been looking at being a cook next season, and I kind of want to be the only one so that I know where everything is instead of logging on and having to tell the other person, all right, where'd you put everything? Why isn't
Yeah,
everything labeled? Because I love labeling stuff. Everything needs to be labeled and color coded, and yeah, I get a little bit neurotic with it.
I don't think I had much labeled in my kitchen actually,
Oh,
but I tried to make it kind of realistic. So
let's go have a look. We can go and have a look because we have the map. Let's go and have a look at your kitchen.
like we had our town pre-planned.
Mm-hmm.
Were in a creative world with a bunch of people from the pre-planned group,
I see. Were you guys
and
in a
we
Discord server together or just one big group DM?
now we have the server because like we have town stuff in the server, we have secret religion stuff in the server, like planning and all sorts of stuff. And you need Discord for that. You can't do that in a group DM.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely right. So that's the white flame. God, where am I? I never really spent a lot of time here. Free food, take as much as you want.
That's that's the workshop. Yeah, there was a table with like food.
Yeah, we've got a number of food. We see the best comfort corner. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
take a bunch of your potions here. There we go. Delicious. There we go. Have some mince
There's
meat.
also a shelf.
I see. I see all of the different drunkard, patron, Viking. Oh, I love the rocks. People love the rocks.
Yeah. Buck had a lot of them from season 12 at home. It was amazing.
Yes, I saw that. I saw how many he had. Here we are. Here's all your ovens. Very good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink some of that as well. So it would have started a lot smaller naturally. And I see.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
that's great.
originally only the size of the stuff that has the stone floor.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see. Okay, so that's what is that? 1, 2.
It's still pretty big.
Yeah, it's still pretty sizable. But you need the
Yeah.
space in this game, especially until you get the iron chests.
I actually did not use iron chests.
Oh yeah, I can see that. There's plenty of barrels. I do like the barrels. They're quite nice.
Barrels are much more space efficient, and I think they look much nicer because the iron boxes are so big.
Yes. And putting them sideways only does so much.
Yeah.
And I see. I love the baskets. The food baskets is probably one of my top 5 mods for
It
for
was
this.
amazing, yeah.
They are so great. Hey, look, mage caps in Weissenbach.
Yeah.
Interest supplies. Right, we're gonna have to have an ad break because I can only tell it to snooze 3 times. I'm only allowed to do it
And
3
they had
times.
like little RP corners, like the bread area, where
Bread
I
area.
snapped a bread in the marble.
Oh, I see it. Ah, yes. All right, we're gonna take a little
Like I
bit of a
snapped
break
a.
right now because otherwise
Or,
I'm not gonna be able to stop the ads. And now they're starting. Oh God! Now we're just speak amongst ourselves. Oh, I love this. You put the unbaked pies
yeah,
on
it's
item
like
stands.
yeah, and the bread is like in the bowl
Oh my
and
God,
like
it is.
getting more fluffy. Like you let it rest before you put it in the oven.
Oh, I see. You used the mushroom soup and then you put another item stand on top of it to put the
Yep.
bread. Oh, that's so clever. That's really cool. I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna steal
It
that for
was a
next
pain to
season.
snap it.
Oh God, yeah, it would have been. Is there a way to make it not
Yeah.
snap? Surely there is.
Oh yeah, but like you just hold. I think it's like shift.
It's either shift or control, something like that. Where the hell's the item stand?
Yeah.
Oh right, I haven't got it unlocked. Where's the thing to What the hell is the command to unlock everything?
Uh, you mean the ward or?
For crafting blueprints and things.
I don't know if there's a command. If there's a
Ah,
command, please tell it to me.
unlock? No. What about blue? No. I have no idea. I have no idea.
No, but like if you, or like the little cabinets right next to it, like with the food preparation bench, I made
I love
little.
this.
I have little, like, for example, the stuff you need for the Ratatosk, the hamstrings. I have a little board with them laying on it
Oh my
there.
God, you do! Holy shit! You've got the pebbles there, and I see you put the food preparation table down, and then you cover it with a bench, so that you
Yeah.
can be. Oh, that's so cool! That's awesome. I love that.
At the bread thingy, I also tried to use the like tool thingy, or like there's another food preparation bench, because I love the stuff that's hanging down from it, and it feels like as if it belongs there.
Which one's that one? I love the baskets. The baskets are so cool. That is so many cooking stands. That is so many cooking
Yeah,
stands.
that was my spider goal station.
Oh, Spartacol. So were you, what is it, would mute last season?
My second character was, yeah.
Second character was. Did your first one die, or did you just retire them?
Yeah, I killed her off.
You
I
killed her off.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a lot of
And then
fish,
I
holy
played
moly.
then I was part of the bar. It was epic.
Are you a bit of a PvPer?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah? Have you done a lot
Yeah.
of it? Are you, I don't know, like, we've got different levels, right? There's Flo, there's Andy, then there's, like, Silas is pretty good.
I would say I'm a pretty up high. I would not dare to say that I'm as good as Andy,
Mm-hmm.
but it depends on like what weapon we are, of course.
I see. What
Like
sort of weapon
I
do you
think
favor?
I was doing a bunch of stuff. Uh, I was doing swords. I was trying out Edgar's last season,
Oh, I love
and
pole arms.
this season I was doing bows and crossbows.
Love bows. Yeah, I usually saw. I think the first time I ever met Eliza, you were carrying a crossbow and just kind of brandishing it.
Yeah,
We are
yeah, the
back
crossbow.
from the horrible long ad break. Sorry that has to run everyone, but it's going to leave us alone for another hour, which is great.
Yeah, Liza was using ranged weapons to try and stay out of fights because I had a whole last training arc with her because she started out as a character that did not know how to fight.
Mm-hmm.
And like she had a few little nudges to wanting to learn stuff. Like she like started learning like going a bit into archery and stuff like that after her mom died and stuff like that. And especially after the fall, it was her sign of like, oh yeah, hey, dear brother of mine, and she was also asking like Indus and like a lot of people, can you teach me how to fight?
I think it was you then. The first time I ever came across Iron Hearth. I just remember it was someone who was being trained and
I
was.
was running away from a boar.
Yes! Oh my god, it was you!
Yeah.
And Shaw tried to give some advice, like just face it down, just try to go for it, and I think you just started screaming when the boar came
Yep.
after you. Oh wow, I love
That
it.
was also very interesting because I did not expect how difficult it is to be bad at PvP intentionally
Oh, I see.
and getting better at PvP intentionally.
Yes, Dreamy, who played Osidia this season, she was a bow user last season, and when Shaw started giving her lessons in bows, she had sent me a DM saying it's really hard to artificially downgrade my skills as a bow
Yeah, I
user.
would like just like shoot all of my people in the back all the time in the beginning. It was beautiful. Or at one point I was like, oh, to just like training with like Indus, for example, blind. I just use audio as to where he is.
Oh, interesting. So would you close your eyes when you're in like a little training session?
Yeah,
Oh
sometimes.
wow, okay. Interesting way of doing things, but as you say, it is kind of hard to believably be bad at something. I mean, anyone can just move their mouse so that they miss, but yeah, making it interesting and fun rather than just intentionally missing.
Yeah, it's difficult.
So
The
we
canteen is on the other end with the sign of canteen and the named boxes in the tavern area, if
oh
that's what you're looking
oh I
for.
think it's this town canteen. Yeah, look at this.
Yeah,
Torgron,
we had
Roland,
like,
William, Temindri.
I would, yeah,
Never saw that name before.
that was the character that Thedrian made after he died.
Oh, I
And
see.
he joined us for a little bit.
Got Roland up there. That's cool. Balthazar, Jakes, you really did have a lot of people involved in this. Holy moly.
Yeah, like Balthazar, for example, didn't play much, unfortunately.
Ah,
But we did have a bunch of people. And it was kept mostly like active there too. So like we had a few people in between that didn't play anymore.
I see. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the fall off is always a very hard thing to play around during RP. What is your. How do you explain away in character the fact that certain people that are important to your character just aren't logging off anymore?
Luckily it wasn't really that much characters that were crazy important to my character. Um, like we had, for example, the doctor that was with us not being able to log in much, and we were just like kind of saying, "Oh yeah, that lazy fucker," or like maybe he blew himself up in an experiment.
Okay.
When Falco couldn't play anymore, I talked with him out of here and was like, I don't know, do you want me to like ask the admins to kill off your character or something? And
Mm-hmm.
then I made a ticket and arranged his death with in this
Via
not knowing.
not knowing. Oh
Well,
wow.
yeah, like it was. I made a ticket and was like for the admins, like, hey, this player of my group isn't playing anymore. If you want to do something with him as his death, because he was kind of known, like, go ahead. They were like, well, the death broker would be interested. I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
Okay, yeah, we'll just let him do that then. Alright, wash your hands of it. I'm sure that will never become relevant again.
Yeah, and then I answered like a few questions and stuff.
That's so cool. I love the Sai and I talked about it, how it's weird that the amount of things that just happen to go right, like he rolled minimally on the Anto Barzul rolls when Indus was doing his induction thing. And it was
Th-
right
that
after
was
he had murdered
epic.
someone.
He he literally had a nat 1 and a 20. A nat 1 on how balanced he was, and a 20 on how much he should be punished for it.
Oh, the worst possible rolls.
Yeah, and we were all like, huh, oh well,
What do we do
this is
now?
kind of awkward.
All right.
Which is crazy.
It's wild. It's so great how that works. The thing that I said to him, I say it to all of my when I'm running TTRPGs. I tell players, I don't believe in dice mojo, but it's real.
It's real.
It's absolutely real, but it's also
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the journey that Eliza went on. You wash up on shore. You have Weissenbach spring from the earth. Flo, the absolute legendary builder that he is, puts this crazy
Yeah, and we
castle.
had like also people like William who are absolutely nuts at gathering materials.
Oh yeah, I remember High Speed Roland said that him and William would just grind the living hell out of materials.
Yeah, because we had the issue that we had a lot of instances. So we were chopping like that entire plain field that you see when you fly above.
Yep.
We chopped all of it. It was full with trees. Like you see that on your map. There's
Yeah.
a forest there.
Yep.
The only thing that doesn't have forest is like the town itself,
That's
where
right.
we actually planted trees again. Funny enough,
You literally
but
carved.
everything else we chopped away in every direction.
I mean, that's what real towns do when they wanna
Yeah,
establish a foothold, and you guys manage that
and
beautifully.
I also love that because I would always have enough wood to make wooden arrows.
Oh yes.
Yep. No, but like the town assembled itself pretty quick. We had a few people that were coming in as well, but we were like more careful with letting in new people in the town
Okay.
than Ironhearth, because I've seen the sort of like everyone joins a town in the beginning and they usually die, and I didn't want that for my town.
I see. Okay.
And I think we managed to avoid that pretty good. Like we would allow people in, but like not give them keys yet because we had like all communal storage, and they
Mm-hmm.
would only get access to the food because we had like plenty of that. And then we would ask them to like chop trees or do other chores, and after they've kind of proven themselves and we got to know them a bit, we would let them on the wards.
So
Um,
we're coming up to about an hour in. What was the first point of conflict that Eliza ran into, that you ran into as part of Weissenbach?
well, people hating nobles
Right.
and the Eisenwalds. We had a kind of a rough time with them in the beginning when Edric was leader. And their people apparently didn't know that we're allied. And I wanted to try and play out that we're allied because we planned it that way and like we said it to be that way. And they were like just like, oh yeah, we should not trust them. They want to kill us. Like that was interesting.
That was one of the things that Sai talked about, where if you would go back and change something, that when you're doing something really big like this big group of nobles and players, that everybody needs to really make sure that they're on the same page about what they're doing. And
Yeah, all of my people were on the same page, but they like also had so many new people that joined their town that they weren't.
right, so
But we still had a lot of like political meetings with the von Eisenwald brothers, and yeah, it was very tense most of the time, very close to attacking people sometimes, but also enjoyable. I had a lot of fun with that.
what about for Eliza personally? Your perspective of
She
the
was
different
very
events that went
stressed out.
on. Just in general, just really stressed.
Yeah, she was just very stressed out because like she wants to like she wanted to protect her people and do this as best as she could, and conflict stressed her out at that point, and she couldn't fight at all basically at that point. So she was like, fuck, what the fuck is going on?" Basically, just all the fucking time. And you know, and she learned a bit more about fighting and got a bit more confident with it. But still was, mostly scared of that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think it took like over a month till she could fight people somewhat properly.
Okay. In out of game, you spent a month until she was able to semi-competently fight people.
Yeah, or like not like freak out when she was fighting people.
I see.
Like she would be better in like spars with people she knows, but like much more scared with like everyone else, like the Primus, for example.
Yes. So let's talk about the Primus then. What was your first experience with admin characters? Because you mentioned the Primus.
God.
Did you ever meet Nitwit? Did you go on any of the raids?
Yeah, I was part of the events, and we had like a town raid as well. We were too scared on picking the highest difficulty on that one, so we took like the one below that and didn't get the golden bees.
Oh, did you guys fail the raid?
No, we just didn't pick the highest difficulty on the
Oh,
first
I
one because we were like
see.
super afraid of losing our town and having damage done to our town. And then we saw that they only used a few rams and like destroyed only a few little things. And I was like, well, that would have been fine.
So that was the reward, huh? At the highest difficulty, it was a gold bee.
Yeah, two actually,
Dang, that would be
I
nice.
think. No, wait, I'm not sure if it was one or two. Like, I think Einhardt got like a golden bee and a normal bee.
Mm-hmm. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know which is better, really. I don't know what the golden honey is
Normal.
used for.
Golden honey is used in the teas mainly.
Oh, the teas. That's right.
Yep. No,
So,
but
what was your
I didn't
interaction
have
with Nitwit?
crazy. Not much.
Not much.
Basically events.
Got it. Okay.
And I think at one point some twigs showed up at our town and were like spawning trees everywhere, which, you had an entire enraged mob after him, were like shouting like, "We just got all of them down!"
So all of the
Yeah.
nests.
I didn't have, me personally, there's other people that had more, but I personally didn't have many admin interactions.
Mm-hmm.
Or like interactions with admin characters
Okay. I can
outside
sympathize
of
with
the
that.
town raid.
What
I think I
was...
met like the Primus 2 times outside of a town raid.
Okay.
I was mostly, well, one time when we imprisoned Vile and brought him to the Guardians. Primus freed him, and later on he appeared in private to Eliza on the road and was like, "Don't touch my toys, like don't touch my things."
What was Elisa's reaction to that?
She was scared, but at the same time, at that point, she was also angry, kind of, and she hated Aberrants, and like also out of religious reasons. So I was kind of fighting against each other between being scared and "fuck you, I'll kill you."
Yeah, right, okay. But she didn't really have the means to take serious action against anyone yet.
I mean, no one had the means to take serious action against Primus.
Very true. But what about Vile? I presume she supported the imprisonment of Vile.
We did the imprisonment. It was Lawrence and me in the forest, and we found Vile's house, and then we went inside, and we saw a bunch of fucking Eider everywhere,
Oh boy.
and then we fought him, put him in handcuffs, and dragged him to the Guardians.
And what happened with the
Like,
Guardians?
they were pacifistic and wanted to make a proper trial with modern standards and stuff. because at the time Eliza was also mad at Vile because he gave Thedrin the sword that he then had hidden and used to torture her again.
So
Uh,
torturing
so
Eliza, let's talk about that. How did that come about? What happened with that?
well, Thedrin lost Kalia, his wife, in
Mm-hmm.
the Primus raid on the Iron Reach,
Okay.
and Eliza was there, and Indus wasn't because Indus was serving his sentence for being out of balance from at
Ah,
that point.
yes. Uh-huh.
And Thedrian, in his rage, blamed Eliza for it, and like he didn't like her before either, because like she was weak in his eyes and stuff. Um, so then,
Did she agree with him? Did she think that she was weak?
to a certain point, yeah, but
Mm,
at one point, like, I mean, yeah, she agreed with him, but like not to the degree of I can't do what I'm supposed to do anymore.
right. She felt weak, but she didn't feel useless.
Yeah, no, she just felt that if she would have been stronger, like mentally and physically, that she could have done like the protecting other people part better.
I see. Okay. So Thedrian
And
captures Eliza.
yeah, and then he tortured her on the bridge and was like, "Give me one reason not to kill you," and she's like, "I don't know. I saved that one-eyed Hearth guy with medical stuff in the raid." So he let her live. A bunch of other people come up and they bring Eliza as a prisoner, like in disguise prisoner, to the Guardian's place to calm Thedrin down, which makes Eliza just more panic because she's like, I'm beaten up as fuck here and you take me as a prisoner. And then at one point, Roland and Mora came up to her, and that was when Roland did scary Roland the first time.
Ah,
Beautiful.
yes, we've heard about Scary Roland.
Yeah. And Thedrin just lost his shit up after that, and they captured him eventually. At one point, then they did the transfer down to us. And when he was in our prison, at one point, he like sent out some letters spreading those rumors that we were like in alliance with the Primus, trying to like hurt Weisenbach for rumors instead of like physically, because he couldn't hurt us physically anymore.
That seems like
And
an
he was
extreme
constantly
reaction.
like he hated our guts,
Mm,
or like Eliza's, I guess. And he like, due to the prison being in the castle, like Thedrin was constantly there for Eliza still, and he also wanted to get to Indus, and he told her that he sent out letters for like his spy contacts to send assassins after Indus. And Eliza was like, "Is there anything I can do for you to call that off?" Because she didn't want to live in fear all the time anymore, like especially at that point.
so she
And
started trying to get a little bit more political and start talking to people rather than just cowing to them.
she never really cowered too much to people.
Mm,
She was just very aware of, well, I will talk upright with that person, but if it comes to a fight, I can't do anything. At
I
that
see.
point, she could fight a bit more already. But so they talk a bit, and Theodrin was like, "You can pay in this step for him if you come inside this cage here with me."
Uh
And
huh.
then he promised her that he wouldn't kill her. And to Eliza's knowledge, he did not have any weapons, so she was expecting to be like beaten up by him with his hands and stuff, which wasn't particularly pleasant, but like something that she would have been willing to like pay for Indus's safety,
I
so to
see.
say. because at that point Indus was part of her town, and Eliza took, that duty of protecting the people she is, above, very serious.
Mm-hmm.
So serious that, she kind of didn't do much herself. There's a secret room behind the curtains there.
Ooh, secret room? Is the secret
Like,
room?
yeah, it was her panic bunker.
Oh, there is too.
I
Oh my
never used
god,
it too
what is
much.
this? Who wrote these? Was it Eliza or was this Indus?
Eliza.
Oh wow. What drove her to write these?
Well, Thedrian indeed had a knife, like a sword that Vile gave to him, that he slipped through, you know, being transferred and stuff. So he did not just beat her up with his hands, but like tortured her again with a blade. And after all of that happened and she recovered, the stuff that Indus already talked about happened with like the Bramroll report, getting the note from the serial killer, and then Indus and Lawrence were like, "Oh yeah, we'll be the bait for it," and it was just a punch in the guts for Eliza, because she just, in her perspective, got tortured as fuck the second time to protect her people, and her people just spit on the sacrifice that she made for them and offer themselves up as guinea pigs or like as bait for a serial killer that already killed so many people that no
Wow.
one even knows anything about other than Honey.
I can kind of see why Eliza started acting the way that she did. Everyone else was acting crazy.
Yeah. And, she was traumatized by being tortured
Absolutely, yeah.
as well.
Everything that had happened up until that point.
Yeah. Um, that, like, her friends kind of helped her to go through that at one point.
Who was she
But,
friends with?
well, she was close with Indus, with her
Mm-hmm.
brother as well. There was an interesting scene within this where Eliza couldn't sleep and had nightmares and was like in the hall of the castle downstairs, and he came up to her and was like, "It's gonna be alright," and she just couldn't fucking hear people say it's gonna be fine anymore, because she just wasn't fine, and that resulted in her screaming at Indus and telling him like, "It's not fine. I feel like a piece of shit right now," and showing him like the scars that Thedrian gave her as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because her original goal was to like try and keep it to herself, so he wouldn't hurt Indus through her, like, or him hurting him by him seeing her suffer. But at that point, she didn't care about that anymore, and then Indus kind of lost it and went on his little rampage, and desecrated Thedrian and Callia's grave.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But after that, she was, that changed her in the way that she was less hesitant to, well, fight.
To take action.
And yeah, she took action before already, but like, be more straight to the point,
I
I
see.
suppose.
Let me see if I can break
Or I
this.
would hope that she would have taken action before already, because it was kind of one of the rules.
Well, in terms of like aggressive action, rather than talking to people and stuff. You're now like, all right, well, I can fight and stab people now.
Yeah, they still try to like give people a chance. Like, for example, if at the board tavern, they were like, "What is going on here? All right, you handle it yourself. Do that. If you don't do that, we will handle it for you."
I see. Okay.
And they were like direct, and that made her see like crazy for some people probably. And she
Mm-hmm.
did also have like some tics a little bit sometimes. And after that, I think that's when slowly it started of I just getting slightly worried. And for example, when Juan and Silas were like both on Pious kill list, we had Silas captured at one point, and Eliza wanted to Lawrence to stop having Silas captured because at that point, in her opinion, Silas was just being protected by Lawrence, and she did not want her prisons to be used like that
Right.
because
Okay.
she felt like it was kind of pretty justified from Juan to want to kill Silas because he marked him for death. And that was the first time when her people were, or like Lawrence, Luncheon, and such were openly not doing what she told them to do
Mm-hmm.
because they thought she's crazy, which she partially was, although I think that it still kind of made sense.
Yeah, she was crazed, but she wasn't crazy.
Yeah,
She was worried for herself, and she was
and
worried for the people around her that she cared about.
the funny thing is we solved that conflict by asking the scales, like making it religious.
Ah, what did the scales
All like
say?
Lunch and Roland, Indus, and Lawrence were part of the religion.
Mm-hmm.
So Eliza was like, "Well, if you don't trust my judgment, I don't trust, or I don't want what you want to do. Let's just ask our gods.
Yeah.
Like, let's just ask the balance what they demand us to do, because clearly we have differences here."
Was anyone resistant to that idea, or did everyone immediately say,
Nope,
"Yeah, okay, let's do that"?
everyone was immediately on it.
Ah, cool.
Um, Later on, I don't even remember which one it was. There was so much stuff happening. But like they didn't do what she wanted to do at one point again. I just currently have a complete blackout under what circumstance I was.
Well, that's all right.
It was the Navy. Yeah.
The Navy. So we're at the Navy now. Orcus shows up with his band of whatever he wants to call them.
Yeah, they declared war on us, so we went into the war ticket. That one was a bit weird because we didn't really have any conflict with the Navy other than everyone hating our guts for being nobles and strong
So
and
why?
too dominant about people.
And so the
And then they
Navy.
were like,
On whose behalf did they declare war on you?
on the people's behalf or
So,
something like that. I don't.
wow.
It was a
Interesting.
bit weird because we were like, I mean, we don't particularly hate you. You don't particularly hate us, but we all like wars, so let's fight a war. So it was like a little bit weird because it didn't really have a serious undertone with it.
I see.
So,
Okay.
but we did our first fight, which was incredibly epic. We did it like on the ships.
The ocean battle,
We,
man. Does anyone have a recording
yeah,
of that? That would be cool.
I don't know.
Ah.
I might have one somewhere. But I was very, very happy. And after that, um, I was goofing around in the Mistlands, and at that point, we had it set up that we would attack each other in between the war fights and like constantly just raid each other.
Okay.
And I ran across Rhaegar, Silas, and Negan in the Mistlands
Mm-hmm.
and started attacking them. And at one point, they were making comments like, God, I don't remember, but something like a little that she's crazy and that she's like similar to Cedrian. They didn't say it like that, but she understood
Ooh.
it that way.
I see.
So she just kind of completely snapped out of attacking them and back to Cedric, kind of. And so they brought her home after that. Because she was just basically sitting on a boat, mumbling to herself. And Megan brought her home while he was still in the Navy, under the risk of being captured by Weissenbach. And she went to talk with him about that after the first fight of the war. Because she was like, I guess I owe him kind of answers, and why the fuck is he so nice to me?
Mm-hmm.
And then they talked, and Eliza really enjoyed it because she felt kind of seen as Eliza and not as the leader of Eisenbach or something like that. And it was the first time in quite a while that she got that freedom for herself, kind of, for a little moment, or like that little room to breathe. Because even her brother was pretty much in I'm Lord Commander of the military mode in that point, and basically just talking to her as the leader most of the time. And the Weissenbach people were very enraged about Eliza talking with the enemy. And a bunch of them had the ultimatum at one point of like, you don't talk with them anymore, or we don't fight anymore. And at that point, Eliza was like, well, if you don't follow the orders I give, if you don't allow me to have like a little bit of personal stuff, even if it isn't ideal, then I don't really actually hold any power, because you just do whatever you want anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, either you treat me as a leader and I take the blame that a leader always does, or I just resign. Because if I don't hold power over you, there's no
Then what's the
reason
point?
for me to carry this title.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't want the title for power. It was something that was given to her that she never wanted, but that she did because she felt it was her duty and that she couldn't just throw it away.
Okay. One of the big events that happened with Weissenbach was Lorenz's death, as well as Lorenz's rather zealous hatred of Iter and anything related to it.
It was shared between the siblings, though, the hatred for Iter.
Yeah. And he had the flaming sword.
Yeah, Flo just likes the flaming swords a lot.
What? So let's talk about that in character. What did Eliza think about that?
She didn't like it that much.
No? Did she ever challenge him on it?
Not really. She understood the logic of like fighting fire with fire, but at the same time, for her, we also talked about that. Like, it wasn't that like directly either, and one of our smiths RP that he was researching it, and that it was like the chemical reaction.
Right.
And Eliza doesn't know much about smithing, so she just took that.
Yeah, of course. Why would she question it? You've got
It
an
was a
expert
little
telling
bit
her.
of a weird in-between thing, though, because like, if it would have been 100% a character, she would have probably gone much more against it. But at the same time, like, there was out of character influence of like, I don't fucking want to start conflict with my own town again. And just let him have the sword and he's happy.
Right, okay. So eventually, and walk me through the process from your perspective of Lorenz eventually taking his own life.
Oh god.
Where did that start?
It started with someone saying that the ad thing that we with the anvil thingy for the Black Forge that uses Eider is made with Eider.
Oh, the Black
And
Forge?
Eliza was like, yeah, there's no that one improvement that requires Eider.
Oh.
And Eliza's like, no way, bro, we're all anti-Eider.
Uh-huh.
So they broke it, and then they gave the materials to a bunch of smiths and asked them if it's made with eider or not.
Uh-huh.
And some said yes, some said they don't know.
Interesting.
And so she asked like the butler, Lawrence, and Varian about it. And Lawrence said that Varian gave him a blue magic ball that he de-eiderized or like something like that was used to make it or like make the eider not harmful anymore, which
Fantastic.
is absolute bullshit.
Did anyone believe that?
Eliza sure as hell didn't. She's like, bro, how can you go against your religion? How can you go against everything we stand for like that? How can you believe that bullshit?
Yeah.
So she was very mad. And like out of character, I knew that they would get eider, but I told them like, you have to RP it out properly. Because like, I mean, I was also making Mistlan's Feast or like cooking with mushrooms, but I RP'd it that Eliza would like cook the mushrooms and like cook the little bit of eider dust from the soil out of them.
Oh, I see. I was about to ask you that. Is how did you resolve that? Yeah.
We wanted to do a bit on how to create eider weapons without using eider, but admins told us you can't do that.
Yeah, I remember there was a post that went up that was basically you can lie about your craft, you can, not believe it, or you can lie to yourself, but it canonically uses eider whether you like it or not.
Yeah, but at the same time, sap isn't directly eider, and you don't use eider, like actual eider, refined eider in any of the foods. So
well, that's the thing.
And asked.
That's what
asked if I could RP it, and they were like, "Yep." Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a case of RP it out. So is your belief? Because I look at it like refined eider is made out of the sap, so I look at sap as being partially eider, but it doesn't sound like you have that same view.
Same. No, kind of like that, but it's like the raw thing that still gets refined with the influence of other things. And for example, for the mushrooms, I RP'd it out that like Eliza would, for example, cook them out and get like the bad stuff out of them with the cooking, and then use the stuff that doesn't have it anymore in them.
Is that why during that big, I'm forever calling it the big argument because it was one of the big parts of my interaction with the server, why she wasn't really too bothered about eider food and Silas having served eider food, or sap food rather. Did Eliza also share your view as a player that, no, I cook it out of mine, it's not technically eider, it's fine?
I mean, she was cooking it out like in character perspective, and from what I talked with Silas before that, she was under the impression that he also kind of did something like that.
Interesting.
And everyone else was just saying he served eider food.
That was one of the things. I think I sent you a message about that last week when we were planning this. Is that was one of the times that I was able to instigate something, which was really fun because.
And then Silas just left me alone on it.
I want to talk about that. Be a little bit self-indulgent. So at the time, I had a bag full of eider.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of eider in my bag that I was taking to one of the artisan presses that I knew about in the Mistlands with some iron to make springs, because by that time, Shaw had been eating eider food and was on his way to learning how to utilize the elements and stuff. I was going through the portal hub, and I had the bag with me, and I was like, if I meet anyone, I'm going to have to be real fucking clever, because if they have a reason to be like, where are you going? I'm just going to have to lie. I'm just going to have to lie to them. And I saw Thyra, I saw Flip, and I can't remember who else. There was a third person, but I feel bad that I can't remember who it was. And I was like, okay, these are people that I actually know. I can't just run on past them because they see... I think I had my marker on, and I was like, they'll follow me, or ask me what I'm doing. So I had a chat to them. And at the time, there was a lot of tension going on. It was a few days, maybe IRL, after Silas's event. And they said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I said, "Oh, I'm just going through the portals. I'm going exploring, doing the thing that I do."
Hmm.
And they mentioned something. I think it was about someone mentioned Eliza. Someone mentioned Silas, where Silas was being like a little bit weird, a little bit wacky. No, Bane. That's what it was. So one of them mentioned Bane, and Shaw was like, "Yeah, I've met that guy." And they were like, "What do you think of him?" And Shaw was like, "I mean, he's some sort of Iter creature." And I think Flip said like, "Oh yeah, Bane has been hanging out at with Silas." And to get
Yeah, that
the
was a case of we both wanted to use him. Like Eliza
yeah,
questioned Vane about the aberrant meeting that he witnessed
uh
to get
huh.
the to get the names of more aberrants.
Oh, I see. So
Yeah.
what happened then was to take attention away from himself. I can't remember. Someone mentioned Bane. Someone mentioned Silas, and Shaw. And someone talked about like I don't think they mentioned the Ida food, but they said something, and Shaw said, "Oh yeah, so some of the food at Silas's event had Ita in it, and I ended up eating some without knowing it." And they were like, "Interesting. Well, Silas has been really anti-Ita recently, so it's interesting that he would do that." And I immediately was like, "Oh, this might be my way to take out a threat," because by that stage, Shaw had quietly sided with the folks who were aberrants. He knew about Osidia, he knew about some of the other ones, and he was like, I'm not pro-Iter, I'm not anti-Iter, I am pro leave us alone. Like, we're not bothering anyone, so you should leave us alone. That was
Yeah, at that point, like we went full either in like against either the second time.
which is super fun. It was really cool to have that piece of conflict. I think that was some of the liveliest that
Yeah.
the server had
The
because
only
people were
issue that
taking
I had
sides.
the only issue I had with it is it felt as if drinking either did not have any consequences. Like consequences that would, in my opinion, fit to your becoming part of the literal server antics, the mindless creatures,
Hmm.
and people could just do it, and there's nothing that you could do about it other than bully them for it.
That's
Which,
probably that probably comes down to the fact that that was never supposed to be a thing.
yeah, but it is my personal opinion that once it was obvious that it is a thing, that there like would have been, I think it's like written somewhere, like if you roleplay a lot and like for example if you play an antag, you have to allow people to get at you at one point.
Right.
Like RP has consequences, and I feel like it I feel like there should have been like something like you can't refuse CK tickets on you if you're an aberrant, or like you can only refuse so many, or
Mm,
like just something to allow other people to get back at you for being the same creature as the absolute server attack.
I see. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. The way that the admins would come at it from is, well, then it would just be CK tickets forever, and they would never stop. Uh,
But that's the thing. Like, just let them fucking do it. Like, if I make a CK ticket on you, I cannot refuse CK tickets anymore either.
mm,
And
that.
it's the same conflict, but it has actual consequences, and people can actually do something about it. Because, like,
Mm,
from an anti-either perspective, I could like rob people or raid people, but I couldn't really do anything else unless the player agrees to it.
right.
And if the aberrant, or if the player playing an aberrant doesn't agree to it, there's nothing I can do. The only thing that's left for me to do at that point is just to bully them with raids and robberies, and I don't really want to do that because that's just bullying at that point.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I think it Yeah. If you just killing, I don't know. I think we got some pretty interesting interactions out of people. But again, it comes down to the admins. By that stage, certainly, I think the admins were just wiped out, burned out, trying to get stuff done, and then they're like, okay, well now we said yes to this one thing, and now it's spiraled out of control. How do we deal with it? Christ, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, do we just let everyone start killing each other? Well, that means that people's RP is going to get ruined, and then everyone's going to get upset with each other.
It doesn't have to be like killing, but like just form of severe consequence that you can't say no.
More harsh. Yeah, I get that. Not being able to completely refuse a CK ticket ever because of that, I think that might be a little bit too far, but I kind of like the idea of like, alright, you get 10. You get 10. You can say no to 10.
5.
5? I don't know how many CK tickets generally fly around because I didn't have any raised against me. There was only one.
The only CK ticket that I was ever in that I didn't open myself was hilarious. It was Wither saying, I have something serious. Someone is trying to kill your bridge.
Kill your bridge.
Yeah.
All right, so
And...
we'll keep this moving because we'll both run out of time. You sitting at what 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
On a Friday? Is it Friday for you?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Think so.
Probably. Probably.
Alright, so there's that big argument. Silas hangs you out to dry. Which was a real dick move on his part. In character, I'm not gonna, put it on the player. I have no idea what circumstances he was under. Out of interest, what CK ticket did you open against someone else?
I opened a bunch of CK tickets on Abrams.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Where's the gate here? Whoa. Oh, cool. This is neat. Very nice.
Yeah, that's how you close the tavern off. It's
Yes.
on the other entrance as well.
Uh-huh. It's very close.
Yeah.
Oh, it's upside down.
Well, mobs can't get back in anymore.
Oh, true.
I mean, players can get in anyway, because this wasn't aborted. You have to stand in the stairs in front of them, below the gate itself.
Alright, so you've got CK tickets open. People are becoming aberrants. What is Eliza's initial reaction to when it starts to sort of spread?
Why the fuck are people so dumb? After that, at that point, after her brother died and everything, she went with the other people to the temple and was like, I can't do this anymore.
Anti-Barzil temple?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She was at that point like, I know this is wrong, but I do not have the energy to continue fight against aberrants. Because it means hurting the only few friends that I have left.
Interesting.
Or like hurting their friends partially. And I don't want to fight them. Because at that point, she was like, I have basically sacrificed my life for this town as a leader. I'm not that anymore. And for this religion. And I just don't have any energy left to do it. Mm-hmm. So she resigned, and we had a CKA agreement when you go out of the religion.
I see. So how did that play out?
It played out very disappointing.
Right. I remember the death of Elisa by the hands of Indus. I remember you talked about felt very rushed.
Oh yeah, it was a impulsive thing.
Okay.
But like no one actually, they all kind of were just like, oh yeah, I can't do it anymore either. I'm not gonna come after you.
Interesting.
Which was sad. Yeah.
But so who was left by then in Anto-Barzil?
The butler,
or
like Gregory, Indus, Roland, Luncheon was already dead. Yeah, it was just us 4.
So who was going
Um,
to do it? Did you have a plan about who was going to do the deed?
well, they didn't want to.
Oh, I see. So you opened it like, hey, this is what we're supposed to do, and everyone just went, nah.
Yeah, she was like, I am aware of the consequences of my actions, but I just can't do it anymore. And I don't want to lie to y'all by pretending that I can. Because at that point, she was already building her little cabin at the sea where she would just like chill
Oh, where's that? Show
with
us.
Negan. Um, if you open your map, it's next to the lake.
Uh-huh.
On the like right middle side somewhere.
I've got it open on I'm streaming to you in the call as well
Yeah,
for a
I
more
think you clicked on the
live.
left, didn't you?
I can't remember. Stand by. Warping. Approaching warp speed. Valheim. Ta-da.
Yeah, no, not that side. The right side of the lake. Like,
Is this not
wait,
the right
actually,
side
no,
of
I
the
think.
lake?
I don't know, I can only see your map. Yeah, it should be around there somewhere.
Ah, okay. Let's go flying. Is it right on the lakeside?
It's like right on the lake, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Your stream is weird. Ah, there you go.
Oh, is this it? No,
Nope,
that's not a
it's
cabin.
it's much bigger.
Meow.
Fuck, I don't think further up. No, wait, further down probably.
Ah, south.
Yeah, further down.
Whew. Hey, look, a bone more.
Or was it? No, actually further up, sorry. I'm so bad at this.
So,
Think.
Lawrence kills himself.
Oh wait, no, stop. Okay, go to your map.
Uh-huh.
It's actually completely somewhere else. Um,
Okay.
uh, yeah, the tiny lake with the little rivers coming out of it.
Oh, this lake.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, the very small one.
That was very far away.
So,
That doesn't look right.
so Lawrence has killed himself. Luncheon has also done the same. Why?
Yes.
Remind me. Why did Lawrence off himself?
Yeah, there it is.
Oh,
Um,
look at this.
well, after Eliza, she was very mad at that point, for him using either,
Mm-hmm.
and
In what way did he use it? Is it the sword?
no, for the forge.
Oh, that was the forge incident. I see.
Yeah, that was like the actual pure either.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow, this is really nice.
Yeah, and you had like food and potions on the little side thingies too, and like with the fire on it was really nice.
Oh.
We never actually finished it.
Oh, that's a shame.
And I'm not sure. Like he didn't talk it through with us beforehand. But I assumed that it was a mix of just not wanting to deal with the situation anymore, or like having failed. I don't really know. I kind of skipped that portion for myself a lot because like I also logged out after I entered that scene
Mm-hmm.
because I wasn't prepared for it at all.
I see. I remember that post
So that
coming up
entire thing was
where...
a little bit of a skip for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember the administration post coming in where it says, "Hey, don't just spring something like that on people."
Yeah. So I can't really talk too much about it because
Yeah,
I
no, I
don't
get
know.
that. So, alright, one more snooze, and then it's going to force me to have another ad break. I thought I told it to do it once every 60 minutes. Dang it. Alright. So we're about near the end here because I think that we're approaching, as you say, you've got the CK ticket, or you're supposed to have a CK ticket for Anto Barzul.
Yeah,
What
I don't though.
what happens after? Was it in character or out of character that the others went, no, we're not going to kill you?
It was in character.
It was in character. Okay. What was
Yeah.
Eliza's reaction to that?
She was a bit surprised, and after that, she went into a period of kind of inner conflict because, I mean, she can't just turn off believing in that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and not acting upon it is really difficult and feels very wrong for her.
I see.
And at the same time, she's a little mad at the others because she had the impression that they didn't care that much about Adderabazul. Because she's like, how can you not go after me? Like, not
Yeah.
that she wanted them to go after her, but she was very confused on why none of them wanted to do it.
I see. Okay. So what happened after that? It, was Eliza still kind of close with Indus at all?
And not really anymore after that. Like, even before that. They, like, for Eliza herself, the moment when Indus lost his shit, after the stuff with Thedrian and desecrated their graves, was a big point in that, because he, like, screamed at her and, like, went kind of crazy mode.
Okay.
And she kind of saw Thedrian in him in that point. Or, like, that was,
Right, it was like
it's
seeing it on
interesting.
repeat.
It's, like, interesting, because, it was definitely the moment where she went, like, what the fuck? And it's very interesting looking back at it now, knowing that he was a serial killer.
Mm-hmm. All the signs were there.
Like, that little thing showing through. Like, at that point, he was a bit more distant to him. And that went a bit better. But then some, yeah, more stuff happened. And I think after she left Antrabazul, it was almost when Indus tried to have her hate him, because she went very just numb after that,
Mm-hmm.
because everything was too much for her a bit. And I had an interaction with Indus where I was at the forge decorating, and he tried to make her mad so she would show any emotion at all.
Interesting. But she didn't.
At one point he did, when he started, like, insulting the religion and stuff.
How well did that go
And
for him?
then, well, we fought at one point and I defeated him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah, feel that fire of hatred, let it burn.
I remember him talking about that.
And yeah, and at one point, she was, like, close to breaking his arm, and then she was like, nah, fuck it. Because she never actually hated him.
Of course, yeah.
Like, Eliza never actually hated anyone, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she, not even Thedrian. Like, she could kind of sympathize with it, because she was, I mean, she knew how it felt to lose someone very important to you.
That's right.
And she could see how she might have ended up like Thedrian if she would have had the same, like, if she would have been a fighter at the point when she lost her mother.
Hmm.
And she was like, well, the path he took simply never was even an option for me, but if it would have been an option for me, I might have taken it as well.
I see. So, coming forward to the big argument where Eliza is kind of lambasted by everybody.
Yeah.
They kind of just really pile on her. Silas pisses off. And I don't know. how did Eliza feel about the other characters present? Were there any in particular that she thought any particular way about?
I think that was like around the time when she found out that Mora and Ollie are Aberrants as well.
Okay.
Like she knew about a bunch of Aberrants, and that was like around the time when she was like, alright, I'll take up action against them again.
Was she very close with Mora and Ollie?
Uh, Partially, like not crazy close. There was like in the beginning we were almost attacking Mora for a while because she was in a meeting that was kind of secret, and then she blabbered the content of the meeting to everyone. And when Eliza asked her about it, she was like, "Yeah, no, I give you my word that I didn't do it." And Eliza was like, "I already know that you did." And breaking your word is like a big thing for them for like religious reasons as well.
Mhm.
So, and then Ungle was like super aggressive immediately. uh, and like, but like they had like an interaction with like Ollie and Mora. Like Ollie healed her a few times, and they were like sometimes also just chilling at a lake, at the river and fishing at one
Mhm.
point. So she liked them, and but at the same time she's like, "You're Aberrants. You have to die eventually."
Okay. Did
Because
Eliza?
Eliza couldn't imagine a world if they win where they're still Aberrants.
Okay. And that was sort of hard coded into her, eventually.
Yeah.
Okay. More is saying I talked to one person, Flip. The fishing trip was a
And then Flip
vibe.
talked to other people, and all of a sudden, it's like
I
talking to
am
one person is enough.
I am working right now with Flip and Griff in a DM where I'm gonna have both of them on to chat to them
Ooh.
about their season 13 experience. That's gonna be fun. Gonna talk to my Oceania buddy. So we come to sort of the culmination of Eliza and where my perspective starts to get a little bit more focused because I was actually present, where I hear that Eliza has been killed by the sculptor.
Yeah.
Uh, let's talk
Killed by
about that.
Indus at that point.
Yes, in this, yeah.
It started with Andy killing Silas. Like I went to sleep, I had plans with Silas, and that's actually a thing with Silas that happens all the fucking time to me. I have plans with him, I sleep, and then I wake up and so much stuff happened, and then at that point, like he was just dead, and I'm like, huh? And so Megan and Eliza were in the tower, and Megan was like that he telling her that he was, you know, close to attacking Delara and basically just killing himself by doing that because she's much stronger than him.
Mm-hmm.
So Eliza is like has been panicking a little bit because Megan is one of the anchors that you know, comforts her and keeps her sane at that point.
So she was very close with Megan. You talked before about
Yeah,
how
she
there
was
a
very
cabin.
good friends.
Okay. How did
Yeah,
they
she was
meet?
very good friends with him. Well, like their first time really meet, when Eliza was in the Mistlands,
Mm-hmm.
and then when she came to talk with him at the Navy. Like we ran across each other before, but I don't have any, crazy memories of that. But so at that point, Eliza's like, all right. She also made the promise to Rhaegar when she killed him that she would take care of, like, or protect Silas and Megan, and so she goes to Delara, who she also likes. She's like kind of weird-ish friends with her.
Yeah, like, yeah, anti-Ida? Hell yeah, we're on the same side.
No, but like also because like she wanted to like Delara tried to train Eliza to become a girl as well and stuff like that.
Oh, yes, Andy talked about that.
They talked a bit as well. But like, so she goes there and she gets in the cage with her, and Megan starts to freak out because he has a approximate idea of what Eliza is about to do, and he freaks out and at one point almost screams at her that they wanted to do that together, basically, and like trying to get her not to do something on her own. At that point, funny enough, Eliza just wants answers and just to talk for now with Delara, and she tells her why she killed him, and Eliza is like not particularly convinced of it.
Just
Like,
a moment,
she
we've
wanted
been,
to
we've
give
been
her
forced
the
into an ad break, but I'm
benefit.
not allowed to dismiss this one, unfortunately.
Oh no.
So right now, everyone's being forced to watch some fucking ads. So I'm gonna quickly jump up and refill some water.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
And we'll finish everything off with this meeting with Delara, Megan, and the murder by Indus's hand. Alright, stand by. Alrighty. We're back here.
Are we back yet already?
In about 1 minute. 8 seconds. 57.
That's interesting. They say 30 seconds for me.
Ah, there'll be some delay or something. I want to make sure that everyone is able to get back in, because I think everyone basically just... I might actually need to stop streaming, because I think that's what's causing so much freaking lag, because I'm streaming, and I'm also streaming into the call. Yeah, I think that everyone's basically just lurking, but because I worry because there's not as much chatter as there usually is. But afterwards, I get messages from people being like, "That was so cool, that was awesome." So I can only imagine that people do, in fact, like this. Especially because I had a message from Silas, where Silas is keen on coming on, because apparently people keep telling him, "Hey, you should go and do the interview thing." So some of the next people who are going to come on
That
are
would be very interesting indeed.
Yeah, I'm very curious to have Silas on to talk about his experience.
He sure as hell had a hell of a first season.
Oh, yes, he did. Yes, he did. It's why I love talking to Roland. It's why I love talking to Mora, getting and Ongold / Uriel. It's really cool to hear.
Yeah, best bunny ever.
Yeah, best bunny ever. So, where were we? We were at you stepping inside the cage with a girl, and Megan is freaking out.
No, but at that point, Eliza just kind of wants to give Delara the benefit of the doubt of, do you have a good reason? What did Silas fuck up that you killed him? and the answer of he said something bad about my brother that I told him a year ago that my tricky point isn't particularly justifiable for Eliza.
I see.
So he goes over and, at that point he tries to fight her alone, but Megan doesn't let her. So, I messaged them out of character both and like, hey, are you down to CK? And then we do a CK for CK fight with Andy that takes forever, and you already said that. But eventually we win. I should have killed her, but we went back and forth with you do it, it's your character, because I felt bad because we didn't like when he gave up, and I don't know. So so he decided that Delara would live, and she promised like her allegiance to Eliza, which was a lie. But
a
so
girl
far,
lies.
yeah. And later on, I get messages that like Indus wants to kill me, and that they're all very mad that I attacked Delara. And then a little bit of time passes, and that was right when I got really frustrated with the lack of things I could do anymore against Aberrants, which was like the last big thing I had left, other than, playing simulator and just chilling on the lake.
I see.
In the house. So I make the little impulsive decision of going to Roland's place and going in that confrontation. I do that. They scream at me a bit, and in this at one point it's like, well, you have to get consequences and stuff now. So I open a ticket with them because it was like a lot of people to coordinate with, and we're like, yeah, CK for CK. I had Megan as well.
CK for CK meaning you kill Indus, Indus kills you.
Nope, it was 3v3.
Oh, okay.
We wouldn't have killed Roland, and they wouldn't have like CK'd the butlers, but like Gregory died.
Yeah, in the temple there is a piece of a sign noting a picture of Gregory.
And they are like saying, yeah, either like the terms we make are made in a way where I already know that I'm probably gonna lose, which I'm fine with at that point because it was like, I need something else, otherwise I'm gonna get very bitter over this certain thing that's bothering me.
Right.
And they end up winning as well. So Indus kills Eliza. And he, like right before she dies, he whispers in her ears something like, yeah, you died just like your mother did.
Oof.
And that's about it.
Right.
And then they kill Megan as well.
So who was the third person on your side?
Gregory.
Oh, Gregory, right.
Butler. Yeah.
Right.
Which, like, the preset for that entire thing is they have 3 or like 2 very they have better PvPers, and I can't use my good weapon. Otherwise, they use root harnesses. So it was like, I knew I would lose, but it was fine. And then I made my next character.
Niffy.
Yeah.
Where that felt like a very last hurrah character. Like, all right, let's fuck around. Let's have some fun with it.
It was that. It was exactly that, because I was like mostly on vacation then after that too. So I couldn't really play much, and I just wanted to like goof around a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, addicted to VRP, as
Oh
VRP
yeah.
is.
Oh yeah. Once season 14 hits, oh baby, when that lore drops and everyone starts getting to create characters and have the countdown towards the next season. Oh, it's pretty cool to see the server still pretty lively, although it has now descended into kind of more nonsense and memes rather than RP discussion. But that's to be expected because that happened after
Yeah.
12 ended.
But I'm really looking forward for the next season too. And I
Yeah.
love cooking up character ideas.
Yeah. What's your idea for the next season?
Uh, I might play a musician.
A musician. Oh yes, I've been in DMs with people when you performed at Silas's event. Yeah, people were like, "What the fuck, man? She makes us all look bad."
Oh no.
Yeah, we're very high expectations. We're starting the hype train early.
One thing I love seeing is that so many people are like doing it. Like I love seeing that Silas is writing his songs. Like, if there's a few people that are, one of them bought a instrument and is like learning how to play it and sing, and
Oh
I
wow,
fucking love to see that.
that's so neat. Yeah,
Yeah.
one of my things this year, forget New Year's resolutions. I've been wanting to do it for years, but I just didn't have the money to get like a tutor or anything. I want to take singing lessons. I want to be able to sing. I have
Holy shit.
I have a performative streak about me. I technically can do
Epic.
vocal singing, quote unquote, but they are for death metal, not clean vocals. And I want to be able to
That
sing.
is epic.
Yeah, it's very
God
fun to
damn it.
do. I haven't done it in a long time, but at one point in time, in an alternate universe, I was indeed able to get the band together. We were able to find a bassist. We had everyone else. We just couldn't find a no. We couldn't find a drummer. We couldn't find a drummer, and then they all decided that they wanted to go to, um, they wanted to go to college and university and get educated rather than make a band. And they all moved away,
God damn it. How
and
dare they?
I think I was the only one who was actually serious about it. I think they were just doing it because they thought it was neat, but I was like, I genuinely actually want to do this. I would love to do music as a career. But in the town that I was in, not good for making a band. Very small town. Now where I am, capital city of New Zealand. Yeah, I could probably do something here. But I want to be able to sing as well as do harsh vocals because I think it's just more accessible, less harsh on the throat. I don't know about the level of vocal training that might be required, but yeah.
That's actually really cool.
Do you have any
I learned
classical training of
guitar
any
with
kind?
VRP. I was in the choir in school a little bit,
Okay.
and we were on like one thingy where I had a little bit of actual vocal training, but not much.
Right.
I
Okay.
I'm thinking about trying to learn to like more purposefully do like little growl, not oh God, English.
Harsh
Uh,
vocals.
no, I mean yeah too, but like for now the first thing that I want to do is like for example in like shanties, a lot of people
Oh
do
yes.
them have like that like piety growly thingy about them, like
Oh,
going
just like
deep.
a
Yeah, kind of
yeah, like
like
a like
noise in the voice that it's not like pure anymore.
yeah. I know.
I
I
I
know.
don't
There's
know
a
what
term
the
for it. It's
proper
not.
word is.
Yeah, it's not quite growl. It's I think throwing a little bit of fry on it. I think
Yeah,
that
something
might be
like
the
that. But
term.
like I kind of want to do that more on purpose.
Gravel, bit of gravel to it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I guess.
that'd be cool.
Man, English sucks sometimes.
all the
Oh,
words in
it's
English
sometimes
we
so
have for things.
difficult. If I could like just do fancy English or something like that better, I could
Fancy
play an
English.
actual freaking noble.
I barely do fancy English. I could see the problem is if I tried to do like a fancy character who spoke really fancy, it wouldn't work because I have my accent and you can't take the Kiwi accent seriously. No matter how much I try.
Yeah, that's difficult. So we're gonna hear you sing next season.
Well, you almost did
Beautiful.
this season.
I'm looking forward for it.
If Shaw ever got drunk, then he was gonna. I'm looking at doing a cook thing next season, or just a tavern thing, and
Uh,
singing awful, offensive, raunchy songs.
Beautiful.
Because there
I'm
is.
currently trying to learn something that isn't just pirate songs because I have an awful lot of pirate songs.
Is there anything that you wanted to cover off that we haven't covered?
Not particularly, no.
Well,
I gotta go too soon.
let's ask you a couple of questions that I have. Just a moment. Sorry, I'm getting a phone call. Stand by.
They do slap, but at the same time, it's at one point kind of repetitive, I feel like. And it doesn't necessarily fit every situation. But yeah, they slap, especially with like the fucking bass drum thingy I got. It's beautiful. I'm surprised none of my neighbors have complained yet, but it's amazing to have bass drum with playing music.
Oh, I'm back. Sorry about that.
No worries.
my my father decided that he would give me a call, and it was a very strange experience to say to him, "Sorry, I'm in the middle of an interview right now." So let's finish off with the questions that I ask everyone. What would you tell yourself earlier in the season?
Try to do less things.
Try to do less
I try to
things.
do I try to do too many things at the same time, like town and the religion bit, and the
Hmm.
town it ended up overshadowing it. Like I should
So
have
I said the
only
same
done
thing.
one of them.
Yeah, a couple of people who now have said that they feel like they should have focused on less things.
Like it's more the part of like I could have been part of a religion, but I don't have the time to
Right,
lead two things.
right, because
Especially like
you end up as
doing it
leader
the
as
first
well.
time. Yeah, like it's also my first time leading a group out of character, and I should have focused on only one thing for that.
I see. Okay. Yeah, I've heard from a couple of people, both Roland and Ollie, that as soon as you become leader of something, it gets crazy. It gets utterly ridiculous. With the amount of time
A
that you
bunch of work
lose,
behind the scenes.
a lot of work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and and you also like you spend a lot of time of your in-character time on that and not on doing other stuff.
Mm-hmm. And what is something that you or Elisa wish that you would have been asked, but no one did?
Out of character, I wish more people would ask, like, how can we work together on something? Like, if, for example, a town is unhappy with what we do, maybe they can't beat us in like PvP, but they can always reach out like through a ticket or DMs and try and coordinate something out of character.
Right.
And we're all here to build story, and we want to make story, and like half the things that I do is because I want to cause story.
Mm-hmm.
So I would love to see people try and like
Reach out
coordinate
more.
with that.
Yeah, make a ticket, send a DM. Where I feel like I've heard this so many times.
Sometimes you might be surprised on how much people are fucking willing to do.
Yeah, or how much people have been
Come at
waiting.
me with a cool yeah, or you come at me with a cool idea, and I don't fucking care if my character or if my something like that has to take a hit for the character. Like, they're here to suffer to make story.
Fantastic sentiment. They are here to suffer to make story. Look, I'll take that as the VRP slogan. You could say that about our characters or about our poor, helpless admins. They are here to suffer.
And one other thing is that also a lot of other people said already, be more mad.
Be more mad. Andy said that, yeah.
Do consequences. If something is pissing you off, VRP is your place to go where you can do extreme consequences.
Go RP it, yeah.
Like, don't try to play with a modern mindset. It's boring as fuck, and it pisses me off.
You mentioned that with the Guardians, where they were applying modern day law and order.
Yeah, leave your modern standards, your modern morals away. We know you have them, but you do not have to have them in that character thing. We're like in some weird as like medieval era or whatever. Like, this is you can do the stuff that you like looking back at history know is wrong.
Yeah. Yep, but you know, with because we all understand, presumably, because we've talked about this before, make teams with people, make sure everyone's all good, make sure everyone's all on board.
Yeah.
You know, do that.
People out of character, but like in character, if someone fucking hurts your friend, you can try to kill them for it.
Yeah, go for it. That's
like someone insult you, torture them for it.
Yep.
We know that by modern standards it's wrong, but it doesn't matter.
Because we all know that, so it's okay. We can get away with it in this setting.
Yeah, if we're playing Viking era, take fucking slaves. Don't defend slavery, god damn it.
There you have it. Make like that guy from that one clip in Newsroom or whatever, the network. I'm mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take it anymore.
Yeah.
Get mad, get aggressive about stuff, react to things, and act on things.
And reach out to people to do things.
Hell yeah. Reach out to people, make those connections, but not too many. Don't try to do too many things at once. We've had like 4 people say, I tried to do too many things at once. But it's hard to tell.
I tried to lead too many things at once.
Thank you so much for coming and doing this with us. I know that you've got to go, so I'll let you go. It's really cool that you took some time to come and chat to us today. Until next time, I'm sure I'll see you in server.
Yeah.
Alright, have a great time.
Bye.
See ya. And that is our show, folks. Thank you so much for watching, if indeed you still are. We leave off, of course, with the 3 rules, because I remember what the second one was this time. First rule, imagine people complexly. Both in and out of character, everything that is happening to you, it's probably happened to someone else. That person who cut you off on the freeway, that person who killed your friend in VRP, they're going through a bunch of shit. Maybe cut them some slack. Or get mad and get angry. No. Imagine people complexly. Second rule, be good to yourself, because no one else is on the hook to do it. Third most important rule, Life is uncertain. No one is promised tomorrow. Eat your dessert first. Until next time, folks.